It is so hot in here. I'm about to take off my shirt, but I don't think anyone wants to see that ever. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel today. My name is Elsa and welcome back to another YouTube video. Hi guys, I went out today, so the video was kind of late, a little bit late. Yeah. So I was out until now, and I was like, let me lay down for 5 seconds to talk about this video. If you guys don't already know, my name is Celis. I talk about anime stuff, anime related content. This channel is like a weeb channel. I talk about anime stuff, anime video games, Vocaloid, J-pop, all that bullshit. It's a weeb channel all the way, okay? And on Fridays, today is Friday for me, but typically on Fridays I talk about like an anime, pick an anime, talk about it, review it, give my initial thoughts, stuff, prayers, all that shit. And I got a request from probably like my biggest fan, I'm gonna say she's my biggest fan, to do something that is not yaoi but the opposite, Yuri. I talk about yaoi a lot on this channel, but I also mention a lot that I watch Yuri. I just don't talk about it as often. She requested that I do something Yuri related. She didn't specify, so I will dedicate this video to Yuri. I don't know if she wants me to talk about like the Yuri manga I got, but girlie, I'm not doing that shit again. Because my last video, I kind of got a little bit petty. I'm not gonna lie with you. I kind of got a little bit petty because someone contacted me, reached out to me saying, hey, I don't believe like you have yaoi, like yaoi manga. So I got a little bit petty and showed 99% of my collection to y'all, because I missed like a few. That's the funniest thing. I have so much, I missed a few, okay? I don't know what she mean by that, so let me know in the comments a little bit. But I am gonna dedicate this anime of the week thing to a Yuri, okay? Again, when I talk about yaoi, I always kind of mention once in a while that I watch Yuri too. I don't mind the both worlds because I am into both the worlds in that sense and every sense possible if you want to think about it, you know. So again, I watch Yuri again for the plot, and yeah. But if you guys are ready to get into this video, since it's Friday again, I do anime of the week. So today's anime of the week is gonna be based on a Yuri that I have watched back when it first released in 2017, 18. I was still in high school, and I didn't expect it to be a Yuri at all. And so the Yuri that we're gonna talk about is Nansuso Trap. I know how you say it, like the abbreviations NTR. Like we're gonna talk about NTR today. I love exposing myself so much, simplify it as the best way possible, because it is like, I believe when I watched it, it was 12 episodes. I could be wrong, because the episodes were not that long. They were like 7-minute episodes. So this is like a very quick, if you want to start getting into Yuri, because I know there's Citrus, but Citrus brings, I have mixed feelings about Citrus, and I was like debating whether or not to even talk about that one today. But like that one has mixed opinions, like just because of how like mishandled how the Yuri community is. Again, there's very good example of Yuri, like Bloom Into You, Sakura Kiss, there's fucking Yuri Is My Job. Like there's so many good notorious Yuri fucking animes, but like you got like Citrus that brings a bad name to it. I have mixed feelings again about that. I heard mixed opinions about Citrus. So I was like, should I talk about that one? I'm like, no, let me talk about NTR, because NTR is like, I feel like a good way into getting into Yuri. Like you don't want to commit to like a 12 episode anime with 24 episodes. I believe it has 12 episodes, because again, the episodes were so short, so I felt like I only watched like about an hour of like really watching the whole anime. So like each episode was like very fucking short. But the story follows two friends, and they recently both got into like relationships, and one of the girls were like, hey, you need to like learn how to be more sexually advanced for your boyfriend. So she kind of just like helps her out, if you know what I mean. And that's really the summary of the story. They do end up getting together. The boyfriend, one of them was a piece of shit. Like that's really the whole anime. Again, it's very short, there's not a lot of details. That's basically the synopsis of it. A friend of a girl decides to help like the girl become more sexually advanced, and there is scenes that they're they take it a lot. Like, they take it to the max, and I'm like, wow, tits. Again, it's very short, very sweet. It's only a few, like 7 minutes each episode, 7 to 8 minutes. It's not that long. It's one of those Yuris. It's not that long. Again, if you really want to get into it and to see and dabble your toes, like you don't want to dip your toes a little bit into the Yuri community, you can dip right there. There's like, it's not like going flow boom, because again, there's some Yuris that are questionable. There's some yaois, again, are very questionable. You just have to pick the right ones, pick and choose from there. And it's very hard to do that too in the yaoi and the Yuri community, because due to the fact that there's barely anything. There's little pieces. Again, they're now coming out with more, but it's like once in a blue moon. But I did like when I first initially watched this anime, I watched it a couple of times because it's very quick watch, you know, I just want to rewatch something. It is very explicit, so if you were to just go watch it casually in the living room, because I did that mistake and I live with family. Every time I watched it, like the first time initially, oh my god, it was just like they will walk in at the points that I'm like, why are you walking when they're both in that bathtub touching each other? Like, why couldn't you walk in any other time? Why didn't you walk in when I was watching One Piece? You walking in when it was bad. When I remember watching it initially back in high school, I really did enjoy watching it, if that makes any sense. I did enjoy watching it at the time. I don't think I could say the same thing as of right now, because I'm old and shit and I'm wrinkly and I'm about to die. You know, the old age of 22 is getting to me. I feel like there's something on my nose. I'm sorry if I keep touching my nose, guys. I feel like I have like a pimple here or some shit. I don't know what it is. But yeah, again, I did remember pleasantly enjoying this anime. I don't recall, you can't be picker and chooser anyways in the Yuri and yaoi community, because there's barely anything. We have to like just thrive off of what we're given, and a lot of the things, especially back in the younger days, it's like, bitch, are you serious? This is what you're giving me? Give me more. But we can't be picker or chooser at the time being. For now, okay? For now. That's all we can do. Yeah, I was deciding whether or not to do citrus, but again, I know citrus is very much, when it came out, it's always had problems since the day it came out. So I was like, I don't know, I should make my first Yuri talk about citrus. I could talk about it potentially. I just remember it being bad. I have mixed feelings about it, okay? Very mixed feelings, but yeah, I want to dedicate this video to my biggest friend, because she did ask me for Yuri, and I was like, bet, gotcha, girly. So I got that. I know I had to talk more about Yuri. Again, Yuri is not that bad. You just have to find the right ones. Again, there's like Sakura Kiss. I remember loving that one. That was super cute. If you guys haven't heard about that one, that was really cute. I have watched Yuri Is My Job. Yuri Is My Job is super cute too. Hell, we have like Miss Capita, whatever the fuck, as my maid dragon shit. I consider that Yuri, because you telling me Miss Double D, Triple D shit is a maid for this guy, girl, and she has romantic feelings and stuff like that, and they always do the teasing. I want to accept that to Yuri. I hope it becomes a Yuri at the end, so bad. Like, there is like very selective few that I'll be like, okay, this is super cute. But again, it's very hard because there's not a lot of pieces, and we have to like just get the crumbs of whatever's happening. So, but hopefully more Yuri talk in the future. What am I doing with my hands? Who knows? Today has been a long day too. I feel like my mouth on this side is kind of swollen, so I feel like I'm talking with like a lisp in a way. Like, it's very swollen here. I've been trying to do something, but I don't know what the hell it is. So it's hard to talk right now. But I was like, I gotta do my video, so whatever the fuck. It's very hard a little bit, so it's hard. I also was out all day today. Like, I woke up and I was like, let's go out, because my brother wanted to try this chicken place. He didn't like it. I loved it. What can I do with Mr. Picky? But we went out. I also went to see my best friend, because she and I work at the same place, but she's like in a different. So where I work, we have the option of working like part-time or working on demand. On demand is basically like, oh, you're like on standby. You have to work once a month to be still qualified to be on the schedule for the job we work at. So she's on demand. So her thing was like, she had to just pick up a shift once a month, and she worked today and I didn't. So I was like, bet you working, bitch? I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna pull up. And she didn't believe me. And I pulled up. I'm like, hey. And she was in the baby aisle. So I went up to her and I was like, hey, you know, I'm planning for my future children. Do you think you have this? She almost punched me in the throat. And I also want to see her because her birthday's coming up in a couple weeks. Her birthday's at the end of the month. So we're debating, because we live in Florida, if we should go to Halloween Horror Nights for her birthday. And also our best friend anniversary is coming up on the 15th. So we're planning like 2 different days to do. She was asking like for her birthday, should we do it on her birthday? I'm like, bitch, you, because for her, the week of her birthday is the week of literally everything they do in the family, because it's also her brother's birthday that same week and her parents' anniversary. So I just say, yo, that week I can't touch you. I can't like look at you the whole week because you're doing stuff. And she's gonna do stuff with her family. I'm not gonna get in the way. So we're planning that. We don't know. We think it's gonna be Halloween, but we don't know. And then the friend anniversary that we're having is on the 15th, which is next week. We still don't know. We don't know what days because we're trying to line schedules. But I pulled up and I love being extra gay to the straightest person I ever met in my life. It's like, hi, I know I'm bi and I know you're straight, but let's flirt. And then she'd be like, bet. And then her parents are like, what the fuck? It's like the funniest thing ever. That's my little rant, because I went out and I chilled and now I'm here taking a video. So yeah. Next week, guys, it's the Demon Slayer movie. I'm watching it on the early screening day because I have Crunchyroll. I got money to pay for Crunchyroll like that. I'm not trying to diss anyone, but I had the privilege and I'm gonna brag about it, okay? So I had the privilege to be able to do the early screening for the Demon Slayer movie, and I'm gonna watch it on Tuesday. I will apologize ahead of time because Monday is gonna be like my nervous day. I'm gonna be like, hi guys, I'm gonna freak and geek the fuck out. And then like probably Wednesday, it's gonna be the day I kill myself. Oh my God, I don't even know if I was gonna be able to do a video on Wednesday. It's gonna be like, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad because I'm like, oh my God. Like, you guys don't understand. Like, you guys do understand. But like, I am so nervous because I'm like, bro, am I mentally prepared to take this movie? Because I heard, again, I'm hearing bitches in Japan that went to see this movie because this movie came out in July for them, that came out of the movie theater screaming and fainting. I don't think I can scream and faint. How am I gonna scream and faint? I'm so scared. What do I do, guys? Oh my God. I don't know if I should. I don't know. I'm scared. I'll pray for everyone who's watching it with me on that day or watching it next week. Next week is gonna be a very hard anime week for the community. It's gonna be really hard. But yeah, thank you guys so much if you watched to the end of the video. My name is Celis. I have nothing else to say, but I hope to see you guys on Monday. Tell me down below anything that I should do on videos. Again, next week is gonna be the week that I probably will cease to exist mentally because I'm gonna watch that movie on Tuesday. Like, I'm gonna come out crying. I think I'm gonna be doing community posts. Like, I'm gonna be like, hi guys, I'm killing myself. It's gonna be hard. So yeah, next week is gonna be very much a week. So I hope to see you guys on Monday for sure. Yeah, that's really it. I hope to see you guys on Monday. Bye guys.